Alright, so I'm at this big pond. It's actually my neighbor's pond. And anyways, I'm just scouting for some muskrat signs because he says he's being overrun with muskrats. He's got them tearing up his banks, and he wants them gone before they tear him up too bad. So anyways, I came out here and was looking for some muskrat signs before trapping season gets here. And all this, where this grass is cut, that's where the muskrats have been chewing at this grass and all the cattails. And they've been using that to make their feeder huts. But walk down here a little bit, you can see they chewed some of the cattails down, some stuff over there. And so I guess this is about a 7.5 acre pond sitting in this guy's backfield. And anyways, right here is a muskrat house. And I don't know if you can see all that green stuff. That's all the stuff that they cut down. They're packing it into their little hut. But anyways, I've been watching this one, see how active it is. And every time I come here, there's usually a couple rats hanging out in this area. And so they have an entrance right there, and I think they have one right there. So I'm just going to set a 110 there and a 110 there. Hopefully I can catch one or a couple. And keep coming down here. You can see where they've been working at his banks. Now this isn't too bad right here, but he just doesn't want it to get any worse, because as you can see, he does drive along this. He lays corn out for the geese and the deer, but the muskrats also eat it. But there's another muskrat house up here that I'll show you. Now this one I can't walk up to because it's right in the oh, would you look at that? Right there's a hole. Huh. I wonder if that's a bank then. I'm not too sure. But anyways, this one up here I can't walk right up to because it's out in this little island in the middle of the pond. But I'll show you anyways from a distance. See right here where this is where they've been coming up. Here, they've been working this one a lot. Right there. But anyways, right there's a muskrat house, and that is just some tree roots right there. But to the right of the tree roots, that's a muskrat house. So I'll just have to, his pond's not real deep actually, so I could just throw some waders on and go out, set a couple of traps around it. I was talking to him to see how deep the water is. He says the north side is 18 inches deep and the south is 30 inches deep. So that's not too deep. So but anyways, right up here I found another good little spot to put a conibear. Right here is where he put some corn out. Oh, by the way, all these bare spots that I've been showing you where they've been digging the bank out, that's where the landowner feeds all the deer and geese. He puts the corn here, and of course it attracts the rats, and that's why the rats will come up, eat the corn. But anyways, right in here, I don't know how well you can see it. See how this water out there is real clear, and then this is real murky. Well, it stays murky and it goes up and that little pinch point between this little island and the bank right here. It kind of looks connected, but it's not. If I can back up, I might be able to show you. There's like a foot in between them, and the muskrats are using it as a trail to go from this feeding spot to that one up there. So anyway, so I'll just stick 110 right there. I have a good feeling that might catch one in that little trail. But yeah, so he lives right next to this creek, and that's coon tracks right there. But anyways, he has a creek not too far from here, and the muskrats are coming out of that creek and into his pond, and long story short, overpopulated his pond, and he wants me to get rid of them. I asked him how many he wants taken out. He said take them all, and he said by the time I get these ones all out, the ones from the creek will be coming into the pond. So I guess he's not too worried about hurting the population. I'm not either. I mean, we got rats like crazy around here. But yeah, he's got a bunch of islands in his pond. And I have a feeling that there might be some bank dens in that pond, not the pond, but on those islands. I have a feeling that there might be some muskrats, some muskrat dens in there. So you can see here's another part where it's all torn up, the bank. And back in here, there's a good little, see, this is where they had a bank then. I don't know if you can see that, but this little trench, it comes out from the water, it comes here, and it's pretty much a U shape. But anyways, it must have collapsed, because I don't know how well that's going to show up for you guys, but there it is, an old bank then that collapsed. So anyways, so yeah, I'm getting my traps all ready for trapping season. Not too far away now. The rats, mink, and muskrat in Pennsylvania opens up in November. So it's a little bit later than the rest of the stuff like coons and foxes and coyotes. So anyways, I'm just getting all my scouting done before the season gets here. I don't know where to put my traps. Now back in here, in all these cats here, there's another feeder hut back in there. I'm wearing sneakers, so I don't really want to swim back there right now. And then this is all just brush and stuff, and then the pond just goes back up there. But this is right next to a major highway, is this pond. I don't know if you guys can hear the traffic, but it's right, I don't know, see the telephone poles? Yeah, there's some cars going by. But anyways, the landowner doesn't like people trapping. He hasn't let anybody trap here in about a decade. But I'm kind of buddy with him. So, and he knows that I'm a trapper. So he asked me if I could get rid of these rats for him because they're causing him some damage. So I said yeah. So that's gonna be a little project. Hopefully when the season opens up, I'll get some videos, some catches to show you guys. But anyways, so yeah, that's it for today. Just wanted to show you guys this pond that I got permission to trap for rats. There is some really good spots in here, but they're, like I said, they're on the islands. Those those bank things that I want to show you, but I don't have my waders on today. So anyways, yeah, so next video will probably be scouting for coons, coyotes, stuff like that. Actually, you know what? Right back in this field, this is a soybean field. I don't know if you guys can see that, but back in there, there's a soybean field. A lot of deer use that, and that's where they actually had their fawns born, is in this little brushy area. And I know the coyotes are using that because I got trail cam pictures of them going back in that field and stuff. Zigzagging around, probably trying to pick up a meal. So I might just trap coyotes right back in there, and foxes. I don't live too far from here, and I have a couple foxes and stuff getting into the chickens, so I want to get them taken care of. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I know it's nothing impressive or nothing you haven't seen before, but I just wanted to share the pond, this pond, or maybe if there's any new trappers out there, maybe you guys have picked up something about, you know, what a feed hut looks like, or what a muskrat trail looks like. But it's kind of hard to find the trails because in East Coast, we're getting hammered with some pretty heavy storms. As you can see, it's overcast, so the whole pond's just murky right now. So hold on a second. There's a trail up here I might be able to show you just what it looks like. And this guy that owns this pond, he doesn't like the coons either, because in the spring they eat the duck and goose eggs. And so I might be able to get permission to trap coons here. But the only problem with that is he has about 30 cats living in his barn, and his cats come down here and stuff. But I might just set some dog proofs up, so that way I don't catch his cats. And there's another big soybean field. I might be hunting that out there. There's two bucks with drop tines that have been visiting that field. So yeah, I know this video is kind of running long. I just wanted to give you guys a real life time of scouting, or at least how long it takes me to scout around the pond. It doesn't take hard when you're trapping muskrats. Like I said, if you see this stuff, all these chewings, that's from the muskrats chewing it down, building their feeder huts and all kinds of stuff. And like I said, if you walk around a pond and you get permission for it, you walk around it, you see the clippings and the bank dens, or the feeder huts. There's another hole. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's another hole. Now, I am not too familiar with a bank den. I usually just trap the huts. So, any of you more experienced people, if you could tell me if that's a bank den, or maybe if you know what it is, it's not a bank den, just let me know, because I'm fairly new to this muskrat thing. I've only been doing it for a year or two. So, and I am by not any means a professional trapper. I have only been trapping for 4 years. This will be my 5th. And water trapping, this is only my 2nd year. So, if in any future videos, or even in this video, if you see something that is what do I want to say, that's not so good, or maybe my knowledge is wrong, feel free to just correct me on that. I won't take it personally, and actually I would prefer if you guys did that, because then I would increase my knowledge in trapping. I'm just trying to find that trail that I was going to show you. Yeah, right there's a highway. Now I guess not a lot of people actually ask him to trap. Mostly because they might know that he doesn't allow it. But well, right here it is. I don't know how well you can see it, but right there is a little muskrat trail that comes. They have a hut back in this little cattail mess. Come out of there, come up onto his banks, eat the corn, go back in. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right there. Comes out there. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I know it's long, sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.